What is up, everyone? Happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans. We're going to go over the schedule really quick, and then we're going to run through all the platforms, say hello, and make sure everything's running smoothly. Drop a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me, just in case. Just in case. It always looks like it's running good on my end, and then you guys are like, I can't hear you. So I need some feedback here to make sure we're good to go. I'm going to wait for at least 1 in the chat. Drop a 1 in the chat before I read the schedule. Get a little feedback. Just a little feedback. Is today Freedom Friday? Is that today? It is today. Happy Freedom Friday, you hooligans. Thank you, Damon Janet. Alright, on the schedule today, we're going to be starting off with a video titled Marine Veteran Surrenders in New York City to Face Charges. Talking about Daniel Penny. It's the Marine veteran that put Jordan Neely in a chokehold that resulted in his death. I think he's getting second-degree manslaughter charges, I think is what they're charging him with. Of course, the protesters want murder charges, even though I don't think they're going to get that. In the video, they're talking about they're expecting protests later. We'll see. I'll be keeping my eye out for it. After that, we have a video titled This is Now Controversial, talking about tips. How do you guys feel about leaving a tip for waitresses or waiters or baristas or whatever they're called? You know, sandwich artists over at Subway and whatnot. Is that a big deal to you, or is just same old, same old? A lot of people feel all kinds of different ways. We're going to cover that. Then we have lots of border videos because Title 42 expired at midnight last night. First video is titled Migrants Are Being Given Cell Phones Released into the U.S. It's kind of an overall summary of what's going on. Then we have a video titled Migrants Surge Yuma, Arizona Border Sector as Title 42 ends. Again, just more kind of overview of what's happening. And then we have, I think this is Oreo Express from last night, showing what was happening at the border wall. As Title 42 expired, everybody was saying crazy stuff. For 2 days, there's people entering my chat. Oh, we're going to have riots at midnight when it expires. Oh, there's going to be 80 million people showing up ready to go when Title 42 expires. And that's not what happened. That's not what happened. I told you guys that wasn't what's going to happen. It wasn't what happened. It was kind of the same old. But I'll show you so you can see. You don't have to take my word for it. And then First Responder Media is down there right now live, or he was when I put the schedule together. He may not be live anymore, but we're going to check on that so you guys can see what it's currently like, or at least within the last hour, what the border is looking like. And then we'll be wrapping things up with a video titled Elon Musk names former NBC Universal ad chief Linda somebody as new Twitter CEO. People are talking about jumping ship at Twitter and stuff. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Elon's not a stupid person, so I mean, we'll see. We'll see how strategic this is. Also, if you guys are digging my tank top, make sure you guys go out there and get tank tops off the merch store, because when they run out, they run out. The first time we put tank tops up there, people waited too long. They waited too long to get tank tops, and it was like July, and it was 100 degrees outside, and everybody's like, oh, when are you getting more tank tops? They stay out of stock until October. So you better get them while they last, because once they run out, they're not going to restock. It takes forever, and it's not my fault. It's not my fault. I can't do that. It's just the vendor that I deal with. It's their deal. So keep that in mind. All right. That's the schedule for today. You guys now know. You're in the know. I'm trying to think who was first. Dr. No Name, I think you were first today. What's up, Drunken Spider? What's up, Toy Mafia? What's up, Bob Marley? What's up, Daryl? What's up, GQ? What's up, Anthony? What's up, Dammit Janet? What's up, Soul For Real? What's up, Blue Crow? What's up, Shanti? Happy freedom, you hooligans. What's up, Hydrodynamic? Hydrodynamic says, I'm thinking about starfish tanning. It's the new craze. I don't think mine would tan. My beller doesn't tan. I can't get this whole front end. It doesn't tan. It doesn't even get sunburn. I don't know. I'm just like right here in the midsection. I'm just immune to the sun. I don't know. I could belly flop on the sun as long as I land gut first, I guess. I don't know. Not sure yet. Something to be tested in the future. What's up, Haywood? What's up, Lifelike? Happy freedom. Daryl, you on a smoke break? Or is it just a smoke break? What's up, Wet Blanket? Happy friend. What's up, Salty Sabbath? Dad's here. We could start now. That's what it's like when I enter Gilded. Everybody's like, oh no, Dad's here. Shh. Pretend we're being good. Stop setting the walls on fire. I see it all the time. Sometimes I'm just lurking. Make sure the hooligans are not, burning the house down. What's up, Kristen? What's up, Finn? What's up, Crystal? What's up, RS? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate you guys being here. Crystal, not guilty. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to give Daniel Penny charges or not. I don't know, because he's in New York. They made Derek Chavez him. He may just get the whole book thrown at him, but who knows? There's always hope, even in New York. What's up, Wade? Happy freedom. I'll tip the waiter if it's good service. After that, forget it. You ring up my purchase, no tip. Yeah, I kind of have a code myself. I used to be a driver for 6 years. I used to deliver pizza, and sometimes I would travel 45 minutes one way to an apartment or a house, and even a mansion. There was a couple times I'd deliver to a mansion. Some wealthy addresses over in Ludington. A lot of millionaires and stuff have very nice houses there in the summer and whatnot. Drive all the way there, bring them $100 worth of food, and they write me a check for exact change. So I had to drive my car there, my personal car. Like I said, 45 minutes one way just to get exact change. And then I'll go to a restaurant and have a waitress walk 10 feet from the kitchen to my table and then be mad I didn't leave her $15 as a tip. I have a system myself on top of my bitterness from being a driver. We'll talk about that when we get there. What's up, Hillbilly at Heart? Happy freedom. What's up, Snooks? Well, thank you, Snooks. Yeah, if you guys dig this tank top, this is not the only tank top. There's tank tops for everything. I try to make a tank top in every design, and if you see a design that does not have tank tops, get a hold of me. I'll jump over there and make tank tops. I know it's getting hot. It's supposed to be 85 today. As you know, that's about 15 degrees above death for me, so I had to break out the tank top. I have another one somewhere. I don't know where it is, but it's the 2A tank top, and I really dig it. I don't know where it is, though. I gotta find it. What's up, Whispers of Chaos? Happy freedom. First responder will be live again in a little while. He went to get Oreo and eat. Thank you for letting me know, Whispers. What's up, Tony? Happy freedom. Let's see. What's up, Will? Happy freedom. What's up, Annette? All right. What's up, everyone on the JeffMAC live secret YouTube channel? What's up, Tony? What's up, Anthony? What's up, Toy Mafia? What's up, Soul For Real? Appreciate you guys being over on the secret channel. What's up, everyone over on Kick? Again, just not very many people on Kick. It's sad. I thought we would get some numbers over there. We'll see if Twitch comes back tomorrow. Orange Eagle's supposed to be live tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I believe. Hopefully Twitch will be back in time for that. We'll see how it goes. What's up, everyone over on Odyssey? What's up, Donna Sparks? What's up, Can Killer? What's up, Salty Ragu? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate you guys being here. Let's see. Is Rumble working? What's up, everyone on Rumble? Appreciate you guys being here. What's up, Serum? What's up, Kimberly? What's up, 10 Man? What's up, Grand? What's up, Never Comply? What's up, Jeb? What's up, Mr. Beansy Beans? Happy freedom. Appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you rack up them likes. Maybe we'll get on the front page. That'd be cool. I seen someone playing the game on Rumble yesterday because I've been considering making a gaming channel on Rumble. They were on the very front page of Rumble and they had a whole 12 people watching them. It's like, no, probably not going to make a gaming channel over on Rumble. Doesn't look like that's working out over there. I think most people on Rumble are either there for the slap competition or controversial news that isn't allowed anywhere else. I'm going to try and get Bully today. Maybe that'll be on the roster tomorrow for the gaming. I'm also going to look at getting Doom ready. I was going to do it yesterday, but I'm just so busy. And then on top of that, I'm only sleeping 3 or 4 hours a day. It's starting to wear me down. Today's going to be a really busy day. We may do a voice chat today over on the website. I'm going to be looking for protests. We'll be probably gaming later on in the day. It's going to be busy today. What's up, everyone on jeffmaclive.com? What's up, Mr. Beans Beans? Appreciate you watching over on the website. All right, we're going to go ahead and get this started. Very first video titled, Marine Veteran Surrenders in New York City to Face Charges.
We are back with a Fox News alert. Just moments ago, Marine veteran Daniel Penny surrendering to the NYPD. He is set to face charges in connection with the chokehold death of Jordan Neely. Todd Pyro is live outside the 5th Police Precinct with the latest. Todd?
And Ainsley, within the last 10 minutes, the attorney for Daniel Penny came out here to address the media, basically saying his client is ready for what is about to come. He's dealing with what's about to come, but reiterating that this is a man who has devoted his life to service to our country. Just moments before that, in the video that you just showed, at around 8:01, a black SUV pulled up to right where I am here in front of the 5th Precinct in New York City, where Daniel Penny got out quickly, made the quick trip up the stairs and into that 5th Precinct. It all took about 10 seconds. We are here because DA Alvin Bragg's office confirming the retired Marine will face a charge of second-degree manslaughter for the killing of Neely, who was reportedly acting erratically and threatening passengers on the subway moments before the incident in question. Neely's family is demanding Penny face consequences for his actions. Quote, Daniel Penny's press release is not an apology nor an expression of regret. It is character assassination and a clear example of why he believed he was entitled to take Jordan's life. In short, his actions on the train and now his words show why he needs to be in prison. But Penny's attorney says, quote, when Mr. Penny, a decorated Marine veteran, stepped in to protect himself and his fellow New Yorkers, his well-being was not assured. The unfortunate result was the unintended and unforeseen death of Mr. Neely. We are confident that once all the facts and circumstances surrounding this tragic incident are brought to bear, Mr. Penny will be fully absolved of any wrongdoing. Now, if found guilty, Penny could receive 3.5 to 15 years in prison. As you recall, for days, protesters took to the streets demanding action, calling Neely's death a murder. More protests are expected today, but there is not much in the way of protest activity, if any, out here right now. The entire processing behind me here inside the 5th Precinct is expected to take about 2 hours. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Todd. Let's bring in Geraldo Rivera, co-host of The Five. Good morning, Geraldo.
Hi, Ainsley.
Hi.
How are you, Ainsley?
I'm doing well. What are your predictions, though? What will happen to Daniel Penny?
Well, he'll be charged with manslaughter in the second degree. It will be a very vigorous trial. His attorneys will surely invoke self-defense. Self-defense allows that a person using deadly force may not only prove that they feared for their lives or someone else's life, but that they were reasonable in their conduct. In other words, was Daniel Penny reasonable in his use of force to stop Jordan Neely? Now, Jordan Neely was an aggressive homeless person, over 40 arrests. He had an outstanding warrant for an assault, an alleged assault on a 67-year-old woman that was still outstanding, so he should not have even even been on the streets. I just urge people to remember how this case started when we heard that the Marine had saved his fellow passengers from this aggressive person. Even the mayor said at the time, Mayor Adams, riders have a right to defend themselves in a transit system that serves as a homeless shelter for aggressive homeless people. That's what he said initially. It was only after the protest that Mayor Adams said Jordan Neely's life mattered. It is a tragedy. I'm sorry it happened. I think that the Marine has a very vigorous defense. My problem with what he did, though, as a veteran street fighter, did he go too far? Was there a point where Jordan Neely was subdued, where Daniel Penny could have stopped his chokehold and let Jordan Neely live? So I think that will be the question, whether or not a reasonable person would have held that chokehold on Jordan Neely, as bad as he was, for as long as he did. And I think that question of reasonableness, Ainsley, will be the key to this case.
Do you think the city is charging him just because of all these protests? Because this happened last week.
I think that's a big part of it. As I explained the arc of Mayor Adams first saying, well, you're justified in a city where the subway is a homeless shelter, and on the other hand, Jordan Neely's life mattered. That came after the protesters on the tracks and the family and their pain. This is a tragedy. This is horrible. Sorry this ever happened. However, the Marine has a good defense. The question is whether he stopped soon enough. He was even told by others standing around that, you're going to kill this guy. Ease up, and he did not. So I think it'll be a close case. It'll be an interesting case to watch, and it will be wrought with racial tension, Ainsley.
It's tough for people like you who have grown up, fighting professionally, and for a Marine who grew up, learning how to defend himself. If you see harm being done to someone on the subway or on the streets, it's hard to step back and allow the violence to happen. Most people would step in and be good Samaritans and try to help the other person. And now people are going to stop because they're going to be so nervous that something like this can happen to them. But you're right, it is a tragedy. It's a life. All right. Thank you so much, Geraldo.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. He said there's going to be lots of racial tension. Stupid. It wasn't even a skin color thing. They were trapped on a subway car with a crazy person. Stuff got out of hand. I don't know. It's rough stuff. Turbo Goat, that's hardcore. That's hardcore. YouTube absolutely flagged that. What's up, Hair Juicer? Happy Freedom. We'll see how it goes. They made Derek Chauvin him. They may try and get him with murder. Who knows? New York City's not doing well. But they could also let him go. They could say he's within reason, or maybe even give him a small amount of time. They said he's facing between 3 and 15 years. I don't know. Only time will tell. I think it also depends a lot on how the protesters react. Hopefully I should be able to still have access to the protesters, even though my Twitch is suspended right now for showing the Orange Eagle. I should still be able to access it. I'll be keeping an eye out for protesters. If they start burning stuff down, he's getting murder charges. That's what's going to happen. It's messed up, but that's what's going to happen. We've seen it so many times. The protesters show up and they're like diet protesting. They're like protesting light. Then, he may get 3 years. If they don't show up at all, they might let him go. I think it's all based on the protesters more than anything. Drunken Spider, Bragg's going to get him if he can. For all he can. Yeah, that's what I kind of think too. Let's see. Cube, it will be the end of me on YouTube if they start blocking ad blockers. They might. Do they have ads on Rumble? If you go over to Rumble, I don't think there's ads. I might be wrong, but I don't think I've ever watched an ad over on Rumble. What's up, Lenny? Happy Freedom. What's up, Brandon? Lakers. I don't know. I don't even watch basketball. Back when I used to watch basketball 20 years ago, it'd be on the Lakers. I don't even know who plays anymore. Kobe's not around. Shaq's not on there anymore. I don't even know who plays anymore. I'm just saying Lakers. If the Lakers win, they're gonna riot, right? Is that how that goes? We'll have riots one way or another tonight. Let's see. Kristen. Let them live in the sewers like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's what they want. That's what they want. Diane, mob rules. Yep. That's how they run it. In all those bigger cities. Klaus Daniels. So we were tearing my house down. He's like, oh, you're live? I'm going to the back room. Burn this room down real quick. Jesus, Klaus Daniels. I'm going to whoop you on the live. Yes. Now, Diane, that's how they run it in those big cities. They let the protesters decide how things go. Look at Portland. Portland is huge dumpster fire. They bowed their knee to the protesters, and now Portland is just one big homeless encampment full of drug use and terrible, aggressive individuals. Let's see. Hydrodynamic. I don't know if I could make a shirt that spicy. My vendor is kind of sensitive. I made some Kyle shirts when Kyle did what Kyle does best, shooting communism right where it hurts, right about here. Made some shirts. They lasted 2 days. We sold 3 or 4 shirts, and then all of a sudden my vendor hit me up and they were like, yo, we took your shirt down. If you make anything like that again, we're banning you. We won't do merch for you anymore. I'm like, okay. Soft. They were hilarious. They were good stuff, but yeah, they got taken down. We'll see. We'll see. Hydrodynamic, maybe some trombone guy tonight. We'll see if LA kicks off. Bring him in. Klaus Daniels, don't come up to me being all sweet. I heard you down there burning stuff down. Let's see. Just reading through the chat really quick. Dave, LeBron, Basketball Jones. Who's LeBron play for right now? I always see him on the internet crying. I don't know who he plays for. I don't watch sports. Sports is a bunch of overpaid people who are now thinking they're activists. And they don't want to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance or the national anthem or any of that. No, I don't watch that stuff. That stuff just makes me mad. Dave, print them yourself. I mean, if you guys want to pay $40 a t-shirt, I'll start printing them myself. Because that's what it'll cost. It'll cost a lot. Plus, I don't have time to do all that. I don't have time to run a t-shirt business. I mean, I probably make more money, but it's not about the money. It's about enjoying what you do. What's up, Impreza? Happy freedom. You're at work and it's hot? That sucks. I hope today goes by quick for you. Dave, LeBron's on the Lakers. Well, then I hope the Warriors win then. I don't like LeBron. He's a big old crybaby, and everybody thinks he's so great. I don't know why. I haven't liked LeBron since they've been trying to compare him to Jordan. Jordan's himself, his personality is terrible too. Jordan's racist and all kinds of stuff. He's not a good person. He is not a good person. He may have done pretty good things for kids and stuff, which is great, but he is pretentious. He is pompous. And maybe he deserves it because all the great things he's done, but I don't care. I think no matter how big or small of a person you are, you should treat everybody as an equal until they prove otherwise. And Jordan's not like that. He looks down on everyone. And then you see LeBron crying about everybody and everything, and oh my God, LeBron cries over every little thing, and he thinks he needs to be involved in every political decision ever. And I don't like that. And then everybody's like, well, he's better than Jordan. Get out of here. Get out of here. LeBron's not better than Jordan. That's like when people try to say that there's someone better than Muhammad Ali. You can't. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's not true. That's not true. Legends are legends. Let's see. Lenny, my hometown is a college town. They burn their couches, win or lose. Well, that's nice and festive. That's how Lansing is here in Michigan. I mean, they don't burn their couches and stuff, but it's totally a college town. A lot of people go there for drugs. There's so much trafficking that goes on in Lansing. Hillbilly Hart, Larry Bird was the GOAT. Yeah, same thing. Legends, you like appreciate legends and enjoy what they bring to the table. Don't compare them, and I don't know. I think that makes things suck. Especially nowadays, we don't even have legends. We just have soft people. And we just try to choose the least soft out of the bunch. It's terrible choice right now. I don't know if we'll ever have any more classics, legends, greats, the greats. I don't know. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen something that I was like, wow, they're like awesome at what they do. Now it's just like, well, they're kind of soft, but everyone else is really soft, so we'll just choose the guy that's kind of soft. Sean, no, I'm not in Lansing. I'm in Michigan, though. I've been to Lansing quite a bit. I was just in Lansing Saturday. I was in Lansing last Saturday. Sean, you're down in Sturgis. You stay safe out there. Brandon, you don't think Floyd is better than Ali? No. I think Floyd is good. I don't think he's better than Ali, though. The same thing with Mike Tyson. I don't think Mike Tyson's better than Ali. Mike Tyson looks up to Ali. Oh, he did. You know, Muhammad Ali is not with us anymore. I've met Muhammad Ali like 4 or 5 times. I grew up in Niles, and he used to live on the outside of Niles. So he'd come to the school. I'd see him at the gas station. I see him at a restaurant once or twice when he was still alive. Not in his prime, though. You know, he was suffering from the effects of boxing and stuff. So, I don't know. And I need a shirt that says my boobs are up here over my fat stomach. My goodness. I appreciate all the feedback on shirts. I'll put some ideas together. I have 4 or 5 sticky notes for some new shirts that are coming out. Let's see. Dave, you crack me up. Hydrodynamic. All I know is you can tell the pH from it. I'm surprised that passed through. I don't know if Snooks passed that comment through or not, but I think you flew under the radar with that one. That was good stuff. Hillbilly at Heart. Tyson even said Muhammad Ali was the greatest. Yeah. I've seen lots of video of those two interacting, and Tyson absolutely respects Muhammad Ali. Turbo Go. Yeah, Tyson, he's a machine, for sure. That's awesome, Soul for real. Yeah, Muhammad Ali, he was really cool. What's up, Dad? Oh, David got banned. What did he say? Oh, is he just spamming? And misspelling everything? Did you, the Snooks, did you ban him for just having terrible spelling or what? I don't even know what he's trying to say. I don't know if that's English or what. What's up, watching? Happy freedom. Appreciate you stopping in and watching. Dad, schools are starting to ban backpacks. Yeah, we covered that yesterday. Grand Rapids is banning them, and Flint, I think, has already banned them. Gotta ban those assault backpacks. What's up, Red Bear? Happy freedom. Thanks for being here. What's up, Blazing Fool? Happy freedom. What's up, Screaming Eagle? I still follow my Philly teams, but I don't live or die on them like I used to. It's 1 second away. I don't care anymore. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like sports isn't as cool as it used to be. Not after they got all political. Everything is so political. Oh, I'm trying to think. Transformers is political now. There was some episode or something that just came out for Transformers, like a series or a cartoon or something like that, and one of the Transformers was being misgendered, and they had a whole episode about it, and people are mad. People are really mad about that. So people are boycotting Transformers. If I find the video, I'll post it in Gilded and on the website later on. This is a short video. It had too much talk about people's titles and all that stuff, and I don't want a hate speech strike because you don't come back from that. All right. So this next video is titled, "This is Now Controversial." Talking about tipping your waiter or waitress or, service person. Is it controversial to tip them? I don't know. I still tip them if they do all right. Even if they suck, I still give them $1. Unless they're terrible. If we gotta go fight in the parking lot, I'm not giving them $1 after that. They catch these hands. There's no tax. There's no tax on these hands. You get hooked up for free. It's tax exempt hands all day.
Tipping's become controversial. Johnny hit the streets to find out why.
When you go to a restaurant for dinner, what kind of tip do you leave?
I would give them the best of me.
Here is my karma on you.
20%. I'll leave 0 tip. The service sucked.
Nothing. Oh my God.
What's the biggest tip you've ever left?
Pretty big.
How big?
He woke up in my bed.
I'm not a very wealthy person.
50% for like a bar tip.
I'm proud to be a bartender.
Talk to me about bad service.
The waitress was way too talkative and brought the steaks and still had the steaks in her hand and I was starving.
Maybe she liked you.
Maybe.
The waiter tossed menus at us.
Spilled things on me.
The waiter was just rude to me.
I almost got poked in my eye by a guy serving me a steak.
Have you ever dined and ditched?
When I was younger and naive.
Why'd you do that?
The service sucked.
But you won't do that now.
I could in this city because they don't arrest you for crap.
Now they want tips at the coffee shop. What's up with that?
That's ridiculous.
I tip. I love my barista in Hoboken.
Minimum wage is still, not great.
Pay them more.
I don't mind throwing $1.
Is that the only place that you throw dollars?
Come on, man.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
How do you feel when they put that big iPad in front of your face and ask for a tip and all you did was grab a soda?
I hit no tip and I flip it back to them.
That's rude.
So you go there and you press that 0?
Happily.
It's gonna backfire because the more you see the iPads, the less you see of humans in there. And one day you're gonna see a lot of people going, I lost my job to an iPad. Well, you supported it.
Have you ever been a server?
Many times. I'm a terrible server.
Has anyone ever stiffed you?
Oh, yeah.
How do you deal with that?
You just give them like a long look of anger.
Joe Biden wants to tax servers' tips now. How do you feel about that?
Tips should be for them. I don't think it's for the government.
I'm not crazy about the taxing of the tips, but I like Joe Biden.
I'll get in trouble for saying this, but you look beautiful in there.
Do you know who Jesse Waters is?
I do.
What tips would you give him?
His hair is pretty good. Probably needs to help out his wife a little more at home.
An eagle feather tip? Metakoye oyasin. Metakoye oyasin. To use the ancestors.
How's Liz Warren?
Liz Warren? Who is Liz Warren?
Hey, Sean Hannity.
Well, holy, I got my TV blasting. I had to keep the beats going because they had music playing in the background trying to make it funny or whatever. I don't know. What do you guys think? You still tip at restaurants and all that? I do if it's for it. I mean, I don't go to the gas station and tip those guys at the gas station when all they did is punch a couple numbers on the cash register and pay for gas. I don't tip those guys. But if I go to a restaurant and everything's all good, I'll tip them. If it's not good, I'll give them $1. If I get delivery, it starts at $5. If it's a holiday, I'll throw them $10. Of course, I can't get delivery here. Let's see. Spock, stop touching me, heathen. Yeah, I don't know what the praying with the feather and stuff was. That was like some witchcraft stuff. I don't know much about it. Let's see. Sean, if you tax the tips that most people will ask for cash, I thought you were already supposed to pay into tax for your tips. You're supposed to claim your tips for tax purposes. Leonardo, it depends on the service. Yeah, that's how I feel too. Brandon, ever since I watched Bar Rescue, I don't go out to eat, or is that what it is? Yeah, okay, out to eat anymore. Yeah, I like watching that Bar Rescue stuff. The guy's a little over the top, but people who run restaurants and stuff, they get slack. They get lazy and they start cutting corners and stuff. I've worked in a lot of restaurants. I've done more restaurant work than anything else. And a lot of times the people that run it, they don't care about the business running properly. They just want food going out as fast as possible. I've been in restaurants where they're not even properly containing food, or you come across bad food and they're like, well, just cook it really well and serve it. And like, no, I can't do that. That's why I stopped working in the food industry. It's just too much. The employers just don't follow the guidelines well enough, and I'm really big about doing what you're supposed to be doing and not lying to the customer. What's up, Mr. Average? Happy freedom. What's up, Bone Daddy? On credit card tips, cash never existed. Yeah, I leave a tip every once in a while. Turbo Go, the people that deliver my groceries, I tip around $30. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, if the bill's pretty high, then I can't remember. You're supposed to tip like 10 or 20%. I don't do all the math. I just throw them what I think it's worth. I never pay waitresses more than $5 though. I don't care if I order $100 worth of food. And maybe that's wrong. That might be wrong. But you walked from the kitchen to my table, you're not getting more than $5 out of me. I used to drive to people's house. 60 miles, 70 miles to someone's house just so they can write me a check for exact change. I'm like, no, I ain't got much grace for waitresses. I know their job's hard and I know they go through a lot of crap, but you get $5 out of me. I'm sorry. Let's see. Hydrodynamic, the best tip, make your own food. Yeah. The best tip she gets if she's pretty. I can't believe that first lady, I will say lady, I don't think she's behaving like a lady, but you know. She's like, I gave him a big tip. He's like, oh yeah, what's that? Well, he woke up in my bed. What? Lady, that's not a tip. You're just devaluing yourself. Come on, man. Daryl, just the tip. You can get the rest if you do a good job. Saltarego, do you tip a hooker? I don't know. I don't know the proper etiquette. What's up, Dana? Happy freedom. Hair juicer. Before welding, I was a cook in several places. I miss stealing the food. Yeah, that's the best part about working in restaurants is you can pretty much graze all day, snacks, especially if you work at pizza places, because you got all the ingredients on the food table. You just walk by and grab a handful of pepperoni and stuff. You're not supposed to do that, but I mean, you know, things happen. Things happen. Or every once in a while, we'd accidentally, on purpose, mess a pizza up. Oh, they didn't want sausage on this pizza? Dang, I guess we're going to have to eat it now. That would happen 2 or 3 times in a shift. These things happen. Pizza Hut doesn't play around, though. If you have a Pizza Hut or a Wingstop or whatever they're called now, and they run a buffet, when they pull those pizzas off the buffet, corporate makes you throw them away. The employees are not allowed to eat that stuff anymore. They were when I first started working there, and then after a year or so, corporate did a thing for all the Pizza Huts when they converted over to Wing Streets or whatever they're called. All that buffet pizza goes to the trash. I'm like, you'd be sitting there starving, sweating over pizza and stuff. You got 16, 17 pizzas on the back table, 2-3 slices still. You're like, man, I wish. Do I want to lose my job over getting a piece of pizza? How hungry are you? I'm like hungry hippo. I'm always hungry. What's up, P. Sam? Oh man, I haven't had dreadlocks in a year or two. It's too hot. It's too hot for dreadlocks. What's up, Warrior Spirit? Happy freedom. You hooligans crack me up. What's up, Sam? Happy freedom. Dad, all these jobs will disappear. Yeah. AI is going to really change things. AI and soft people and people that don't want to work, or they don't think minimum wage is what they deserve for washing dishes at a Taco Bell. Yeah, the workforce is going to change. It's going through a change. I'm waiting to see the influx of short videos. You guys watch for that stuff. On TikTok, on Instagram and Facebook where they have reels, or on YouTube where they have shorts. AI right now is being pushed to make shorts because people struggle to do that, especially live streamers like myself. It's a lot of work to go back through your 3-hour live and cut out 1-minute clips of every little thing and put captions on it and do it. It's a lot of work. So now they're making a competitive market for AI that will generate clips from long form video, and it's being sold like crazy. So watch, in the next couple weeks you're going to see an influx on short form video, and it's going to be so saturated with the same stuff you've seen over and over again. Like they're going to bring back all those Vine videos and all that kind of stuff. And then we're going to go through another change because it's going to devalue that short form video, I don't know, genre because of oversaturation. Keep your eyes open for that change. It's coming. What's up, Nefties? Happy freedom. I'm the hungry hippo. I am hungry all the time. I'm one of those people where I gotta have something to eat while I make something to eat. I'll be sitting there cooking and then snacking on everything else in the kitchen. I gotta have 2 meals every time I eat. I don't know. It's the way I am. Food makes me happy. Food makes me happy. It doesn't care if you're red team or blue team. Doesn't care if you're conservative or liberal. Doesn't ask you for your pronouns. It's just food. Plants are like that too. I like plants and I like food. Faded China Talk. Oh yeah, I seen you come in early. I thought you couldn't have guns on the live. Sun's out, guns out. I'm sitting here sweating to death. I don't know how Klaus Daniels does it with all that fur. He's got that mink coat on right now. Poor kid, he's probably dying. Let's see. Brandon, my first job was at Century 16. I used to love working at the satellite station. I would stay eating hot dogs and candy. I actually got fired for it. That sucks. That sucks. Being fired always sucks. Being fired for eating is ridiculous. Yeah, Sean, I'm hungry too. I don't know. So I'm putting us all through it. I'm hungry. You're gonna be hungry too. Let's see. Kathy. It's going to do the same thing that videos with autotune did to music. Yeah. Autotunes for a while there got way out of hand. It created a whole generation of artists where they don't have any songs that come without autotune. They're just autotune artists. There is kind of a talent to it though. Engineers have to program the autotunes correctly. It doesn't just work out of the box. And then in order to use autotunes, you have to sing a certain way. You can't just take a regular vocal and throw autotunes on it and it just automatically sounds great. But generally, people who sound good on autotune do not sound good without autotune. As far as singing goes, that's usually the case. Hydrodynamic, I deleted TikTok from my phone and it just reappeared a month later. Most likely, your phone has it as a built-in app. And so you're not actually uninstalling it, you're kind of just disabling it. But then when an update comes out, your phone is just running the update, and so it reinstalls the app. You'd have to download software or do something special to get the app removed from your phone. Hair Juicer, Checkers recently got an automated drive-through order taker. Oh hell no. Don't try and act like there's not 5 tweakers on the other side of that wall. Yeah, McDonald's has that. McDonald's has AI drive-through, and I think a lot of people don't realize it. It's been that way for a year. You'll hear like, "Hi, how can I help you?" And then you're like, you know, give me 25 chicken nuggets right now, stat with a packet of honey. And then it's like, then you hear another voice like, "You want some fries with that, bro?" Like, hold up, what happened to the person that started the order here? They're like, "Oh no, that's a recording." I'm like, oh, okay. I thought I was talking to somebody nice. He's like, you need a dime bag? Like, nah, man, I'm good. Yeah, McDonald's has got the AI on their drive-through as well. I don't know if it's everywhere, but if they got it in these little towns over here, I'm guessing it's probably everywhere. What's up, Jeremiah? Happy freedom. Let's see. Hydrodynamic got caught eating a fry once, fired. I was honestly just making sure they were fresh. From what I hear at McDonald's, they don't play. They don't play about eating food. They got cameras everywhere. Faded, I hate this new autotune mumble rap. It's like nails on a chalkboard. Yeah, I can't listen to it either. I listen to like Suicide Boys, Ghostmane, Puya, I don't know, like lo-fi heavy bass music, or a lot of dubstep where they don't have words. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Warrior Spirit. Brandon, yeah. Klaus was laying on the linoleum That's how I knew that he was getting hot, when he's going and looking for non-carpet areas to lay down. Miss Jamie, big old wood bees are driving me crazy this year. I think I've only been outside 4 times since it's been hot out. I haven't seen any bugs or anything like that. Hydrodynamic Skrillex. Skrillex looks so different now. He was looking like a little schoolgirl and disappeared for a couple years and came back, and he looks so different. He's like all bearded out. Warrior Spirit, wait till they come out with AI blow-up dolls. They have it, as far as I know. That's a thing, and it's expensive. Dad, I'm not tipping if I order through a tablet. Yeah, if I do all the work, I'm not leaving a tip. Nah. You know, like, would you tip at Dunham's? You know, or like Tractor Supply? Would you leave them a tip? You walk through the store, you collect the items, you put it up on the counter, they scan it, ring you up. Do they deserve a tip? I don't know. Waitresses and stuff like that, I feel inclined to tip them, because a lot of times they're not even making minimum wage. They're getting waitress pay or whatever. And some states took that away. Some states pay their wait staff minimum wage. They don't have waitress fees, but that's really the only time I feel inclined to tip. Or if they're just doing a really awesome job, because I really appreciate people that have integrity and who care about doing a good job. So even if I wouldn't care if they're doing a great job and I feel like really impressioned by that, then I'll throw them a tip, even if it's just totally out of pocket. Like my mechanic, there's been a couple times now where I've brought them pizza. Where I just was like, yo, what kind of pizza you want? And just went out and got them pizza and came back and brought them pizza, because they're awesome over there. And there's a lot of mechanics that suck. They'll fix one thing and then break another thing, so you got to come back, and they'll just keep running you through that wheel, and I don't like that. And my mechanic, he's awesome. He is awesome. He always does right by me. So even though it's not traditionally a service that you would tip for, I want to make sure that he knows that I appreciate him, you know, having integrity and stuff. We don't have a lot of people with integrity anymore, so I like to make sure they know that I notice that they try, and I appreciate that they try, because this world, people do not try anymore. They cry. They don't try, they cry. And I'm over it. So over it. Faded. Is Steve Aoki still making music? As far as I know, he is. I keep seeing videos of him caking people. I guess that's a big thing for his concerts, is bringing cakes out and slamming people in the face with them, and they love it. They love it. They're all whacked out. Their pupils are this big. They're like, cake me, bro. They love it. Robert, tip your movers. Yeah, that's not a fun job. And Ed, I have a very large variety of music that I listen to. Too much to list here. Yeah, I like older stuff. TV and music is like the new stuff right now really sucks. And so I watch and listen to a lot of older stuff. Hydrodynamic, a blow-up doll that grow tomatoes, peppers, flowers. That's awesome. That's awesome. I would love doing that. Mark, I just want a robot that'll clean my house. It'll clean your house, but then it'll steal from your piggy bank when you're not home. It's going to be too smart. Like in iRobot or whatever with Will Smith, where he didn't trust him and everybody else did trust him and they had him all in their house and stuff. We're right there. We're right there. I feel that way with my Google units. I'll be trying to talk to my Google unit like, hey, remind me of this, that, and the other, and whatever. Doesn't never know who I am. It's always got a problem. Just doesn't work the way I want it to. But as soon as I start dropping some truth on the live, I can hear from the back room like, bing, trying to listen to me. Like, no, government. Just come watch the live. Stop trying to listen to me through my Google units. Like, come on, man. Miss Jamie finally broke down and got me a Twitter yesterday, since the Tucker Show will be on there. I thought YouTube was bad with loonies. Oh no, Twitter's awful. Twitter is littered with people that are just dumb and soft at the same time. Anytime I say anything that's pro-gun, anything I say that has to do with shape-shifting predators, all the people come out of the woodwork. They all get all upset. Go to Candace Owens and comment under her thing. Say anything conservative underneath Candace Owens' thing. Oh my god, her comments are so toxic. I love going over there. My algorithm gets boosted so high because of all the engagement. They cry hard over on Twitter. But there's a lot going on there. You can see what's happening now. Twitter's like the hot spot for information right now. What's up, Art? I'm not against ska. I had to make ska music when I was in college. Robert, Elon Musk picked an NBC executive for Twitter CEO. Yeah, we're going to cover that in a little bit. Brandon, so nothing's happening at the border? Not really. Nothing different than what has been happening. Jeremiah, I totally want to go to Skinwalker Ranch. I'm not messing with any skinwalkers. I don't want those problems. Not me. What's up, Seb? Seb, your comment is flagged. I don't know what you're saying. Weird. I didn't know they censored stuff in the chat over on Kick. Maybe I gotta change something. I don't know. I'll have to mess with that a little later. I don't know why your comment got flagged, but I can't tell what you're saying because of it. Serum. I haven't seen the I'm proud of my cult bumper sticker, but I've seen the other one talking about shape-shifting kids, and that's not a real thing. I don't know. I think that's... I wish I could say more about it. I wish I could say more. I have seen that, and I have also seen it on Subarus. That's why it's so misleading when I'm cruising in my Subaru. Big old trucks try and run up on me. I need a big sticker that says, like, not your usual Subaru driver. I need to get that concealed carry Michigan sticker. I don't know how many of you have seen it or even realize that Michigan is the mitten, but there's stickers where it shows the mitten with a pistol in it as symbolizing like concealed carry, and a lot of vehicles have it. And generally you don't see people riding the ass of a vehicle with a concealed carry sticker on the back of it. So I've been considering getting that sticker. I have American flag stickers and stuff. That probably throws people off too. I need to throw a kombucha sticker on the side window just to kind of balance things out. Never comply. Tucker almost had me. Not going to be on Twitter. You're not going to be on Twitter? Pumpkin, I like Tucker, not on Twitter. I don't know. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen with Twitter because I like Twitter the way it is now. But we'll see what happens when the new CEO takes over. Hydrodynamic, YouTube's AI algorithm is a little sensitive. It's very sensitive. It's very sensitive. Kristen, I think the Happy Freedom. Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to have some other code word. Oh, the Royal Bastards. That's code for hooligans. If you're on the radio or whatever, it's the Royal Bastards. So that's the safe word if I've ever been cloned. If I get taken out and cloned. Nah, Tumbleweed. I was lifting that Diable every day. Picking up those bags of Diable, getting ready for the live. I appreciate you being here. What's up, Space Baby? Happy Freedom. Salter Ragu, ska sucks. Old school punk is way better. Those genres aren't even comparable. Ska is like diet reggae music. Finn, Twitter's awesome for research and finding information quickly. Yeah, the Twitter is like #1 in information right now. You'll see stuff happen on Twitter and then end up over on TikTok. And then YouTube just gets all the trash from everything else. And then it goes on to Facebook. I see Facebook videos, they're only like a day or two old, but the video is like 4 or 5 years old, and everybody in the comments is like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. What do you mean this happened half a decade ago? You guys are just now getting it on Facebook because you refuse to let go of Facebook. I feel like people who won't let go of Facebook were not around for MySpace. because everybody was on MySpace. Facebook came out. Facebook was lamer than MySpace, but a majority of people went over there. And I remember being one of those people that did not want to let go of my MySpace. I'm like, why would I want to go to Facebook? We can't even change our profile and have cool music and borders and banners and backgrounds and all that cool stuff. You can't even do that on Facebook. Why go there? But eventually the majority of people went, and the only way you could get links from them or talk to them like through the internet was to just go over there and get a Facebook. And eventually MySpace died because of it. Well, now everybody's over on Twitter, they're on YouTube, they're on, like, even Instagram is starting to get dry. And so Instagram and Facebook, people are just holding on to it. They're just holding on to it like a life raft. That stuff is going down. It's going down. There's no reason to hold on to it. You're getting the very last of the information. You're getting the information a week late, 2 weeks late, a month late over on there. Twitter is where it's at. But they're toxic. They're toxic on Twitter. Do not go over there if you got soft skin, because they will argue with you over everything. You're like, I put my pants on one leg at a time. They're like, no, you don't. No, you don't, you bigot. You're a bigot if you do that. You're a racist if you do that. You should just go jump off a bridge if you do that. What are you talking about? How do you put your pants on? They're like, I don't put pants on. I wear a skirt and a man pond. Okay. That's for you, bud, not for me. They're closed-minded over on Twitter. I swear they got people who are paid just to troll over there, because they just say ridiculous stuff that makes no sense. No sense. Brandon, AOL Instant Messenger. Tom defriended me. Yeah, I wasn't friends with Tom on MySpace. He's on Facebook too, I think. And I think in his profile it says, like, I no longer own MySpace. He had sold it off. Robert, I'm Twitface Life banned. You gotta do something hardcore to get banned on Twitter. I always speak in code just because of my PTSD that YouTube has given me. I don't even say red words in real life. When I'm having general conversation on the phone or in person, I don't even say anything that I can't say on YouTube, because I've been conditioned so much to not say those words, and I've invented new phrases that mean the same thing. So I think that's why I don't get any trouble on Twitter. Miss Jamie, right. I put my big girl panties on when I joined. Yeah. They're kind of stupid over on Twitter, but there is a lot of engagement. If you are right and you are making sense and you have information to share with the world, there is a lot of people over there that do appreciate it, and they will engage with your content. The algorithm's not as harsh as it is everywhere else on the internet. So if you like to communicate with people, you like to network, Twitter is really good for that. But you gotta be prepared for really stupid people to be really loud in your comment section. It happens. I go over there and I provide information. I don't receive information. So I'll say something and 20 people will start crying in the comments and debating me, and I won't even respond to them. I'll act like they're not even there. I might even go like their post just to make them even more mad and leave more comments to create more engagement on my post. I don't ever argue with them though. I just walk into the scene knowing that I'm right and there's nothing anyone else is going to say it's going to change my mind. I leave my 2 cents and then I dip out and go pet my cat. So I don't know. You gotta be prepared if you're going out to the battleground of Twitter. Dana, I still have my MySpace. I don't think there's anything on it, but if you go to myspace.com/thegreatjeffmac, it's there. I've been JeffMAC since I was 12 years old. So like any kind of accounts and stuff, you can like type the platform and /thegreatjeffmac and find my profile on everything. Anything that's ever come out on the internet. Drunk Aspire, you pay for the blue check mark? I do because I get priority feed. So I follow a lot of news, anywhere where information pours in. Reporters, like I follow Peter Doocy and things like that. So with the blue check mark, I get all the updated feeds. So like when I go to Twitter, I can see what's happening right now. I can see all the posts that are happening right now. Breaking news right now. Everyone else, you got to dig for it. So I pay the fee to do that. No worries, Drunken Spider. I get hate on Twitter for it all the time. People tell me every day, oh, look at this idiot over here paying $8 for the blue check mark. I actually pay $12 a month and I don't even know why, but I do. It's not $8 for me. They were like, oh, you're a hooligan? Nah, bud, you're going to have to pay $12. And I do, because I use it. I use it for information. I use it to help me during the live and stuff like that. But yeah. Drunken Spider, I got banned. Debating people over the plague, never went back. Yeah, you can debate people on that now. But yeah, a lot of people got banned. Well, it's because the government was doing that, because there was government overreach there. That's why. That's why a lot of people won't go back to Twitter, is because they got banned during the government overreach. But it's a different place now. I didn't use Twitter a whole lot prior to Elon taking it over. What's up, Indigo? Happy freedom. Red Bear, I've been staying away from all the commie sites. Elon is awesome for Twitter. Yeah, I don't really hang out anywhere. I'll scroll through TikTok. I scroll through TikTok so my brain doesn't think, because I only sleep 3 or 4 hours in a day. So when I wake up, a lot of times I'm having like a panic attack. I have high anxiety. I'm thinking doom and gloom all the time. Oh no, this is going to happen, or the live's not running well, or I'm having a lot of problems, or people are leaving. I just worry so much when I wake up. And it's because I'm not sleeping enough. And so I'll turn on TikTok and it turns my brain off, and I just scroll. A lot of times I don't even pay attention when I'm looking at it. I'll just stare at my phone and scroll, so I can have a moment of peace where my brain is not screaming and crying right when I wake up. And after about 5 minutes of that, I won't be on TikTok till the next day. The only platform I go on that's not hooligan related is Twitter. And I'll go on there, I'll see what's happening with everything, and then the rest of the platforms I'm checking are the website, Gilded, Discord, Telegram, seeing what the hooligans are up to, seeing what everybody's talking about, and then go and find the stuff that we're going to show for the live. That's pretty much how I start every day. Except for on Sunday. On Sunday I wake up and I go, man, what am I going to do? It's my day off. I don't know how to do the day off on my day off. Joe, you pay $12 because you sub through the App Store or the Play Store? Yeah. Yeah, I sub through the Google Play Store. Screaming Eagle, people are dumb. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Captain Seamus, you're brainwashed in submission. Yeah, I'm conditioned. I am conditioned because of so many strikes on YouTube. They have conditioned me. I appreciate you being here, Captain Seamus. Let's see. I don't know which one blends me better, my Volvo or my Subaru. You gotta have kombucha sitting in the cup holder, and that way people know you're not a threat. I got American flags all over my car and a pistol sitting in the passenger seat. Everybody's like, I think he stole that Subaru. I don't think he actually bought it. I think he robbed it from some tree hugger. Yep. What's up, Randy Ann? Happy freedom. I had to write MySpace to remove my account. Couldn't even log in. That's how my Facebook is. My Facebook got stolen when my identity got stolen. And they were like, stop writing us. Stop reporting a problem. We know that your stuff was compromised. We're investigating it. We will get back to you when we're done investigating it. That was like a month ago. They just are not giving me my account back. I got like 12,000 people over there just wondering why I abandoned them. I have no way to log into the account. It's just floating into the Facebook ocean. It drives me crazy because I want to run ads and stuff and I can't because I can't access my page, and I don't want to make a new page because they're not helping me get back to my old page. I just want to leave Facebook. I wish it was easier to run ads anywhere else, but Twitter wants your like bank account information to run ads. They won't let you like sign up with PayPal or anything. So I don't trust that stuff enough. If it got compromised again, it could be really bad. So, and then YouTube is so soft. I can't run ads on YouTube. When I was doing music ads to do consultation for new artists that don't know top from bottom of the music industry because there's so much deceitfulness, I would run ads. They'd run for like 12 hours, and then all of a sudden I'd get a notification, hey, there's something inappropriate about your ad. Like, what are you talking about? I'm telling people to come to my website if they make music. Like, that's the whole ad. Hey, do you make music? You want to be better at it? Come check out my website. They're like, hey, you need to calm down. That sounds like hate speech over there. Like, come on, YouTube. You soft. You're soft. Let's see. Here's what. Tell them a hooligan is your preferred pronoun. Yeah. See how far it goes. Oh, let's see. And Ed, I don't have Twitter or Facebook, just Truth Social. I like Truth Social, but I feel like it's not active enough. When I go on there, I just see stuff. I follow, well, it's probably because of this. I follow all the same people on Truth Social as I do on Twitter. And so I'll check Twitter, and then I'll go to Truth Social, and then everybody I follow on Twitter is just posting the same exact thing on Truth Social. Truth Social is like a spare Twitter. And so I never end up hanging out there because there's just, I don't know. There's just nothing new there. It's just everything I see from Twitter leaking over to Truth Social. Oh, let's see. Wet blanket. China's watching you first thing in the morning when you wake up. Yeah. And the feds are watching me right now. So, like, I don't know. Am I supposed to sweat that stuff? Doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter to me. We all gotta go sometime. I see a lot of people talking about Truth Social. Oh, I appreciate you, Miss Jamie. Bullseye, this is my social media. I used to watch a lot of YouTube until they started punishing me for nothing. Just nothing. Telling me I'm doing things wrong when I'm not. Punishing me for things that other people are saying and showing, but I'm not allowed to say or show it. When that stuff started happening, I stopped watching YouTube. The only time I'm on YouTube is when I'm live. Otherwise, I do not watch it. What's up, Guy Dub? Happy freedom. Dana, the only reason I'm on Facebook is because of family and friends. That's why most people are on there. Especially like the Messenger app. A lot of people have a whole line of people that they talk to exclusively through the Messenger app. I'm trying to think, because I stopped using that app prior to having my identity stolen. And I can't remember why. I think they were starting to censor me in my Messenger. They were like deleting my messages and stuff like that. And I don't know. I'm just so done with being censored. It's burns me up. Burns me up. What's up, Bullseye? Happy freedom. Dave, Chinese ruin copyrights. What's really interesting is that there really isn't much of international copyright. So if you see foreign stuff, like say you use a VPN and you see things produced in Germany, you see things produced in China and produced in Korea, things like you can do about it, because there really isn't international copyright. There is certain things where they can try and have your stuff removed, like a cease and desist, and they might have the money to try and take you to court. But as far as actual copyright, there's no international copyright. Nobody respects that. That's why in Afghanistan and stuff, you'll see they'll have bootlegs of Family Guy and American Dad and stuff like that, because it's not copyright infringement. They don't live in America. And they actually sell it to our troops for entertainment when they're over there. And it's a way for those individuals to make a little money from the troops to be able to eat and stuff, because they're poor. Somehow they have the technology to be able to make bootlegs of our TV, but they don't have enough money to eat. I have a few friends that served. What are we buffering now? I see Annette posting buffering. Hopefully not. That would be so stupid. I have a lot of friends that have served and went to Afghanistan and Iraq and stuff, and they brought back all kinds of movies and things that they obtained while they were overseas. Daryl, we lost America to a tyrant fast. Well, I think we'll bounce back. Kevin, put on a shirt. You're scaring the kids. It's too hot. It's too hot here. I'm sitting here sweating to death. Are we buffering? Are we having issues? I hope not, because I really am just burned out on having issues. Mushroom, I'm good, no buffering. Awesome. Snooks, no buffering for me, no buffering. Alright. Thank you, Hooligans. I can't ever tell. It always looks good on my end. It says I'm not dropping frames. We're good on the bit rate. Numbers are still in the chat. I don't know. I appreciate you guys giving me the feedback, because I never know. Just reading through the chat really quick. Everything's still good over here on Rumble. Still see the numbers. It's Rumble, Odyssey, and YouTube. It's a song and dance. I got to keep it going. Never know. Never comply to the CommuTube. Yeah. I wish they would just get a new owner. YouTube could be awesome. If Elon owned YouTube and ran it the way that Twitter's ran, YouTube would be amazing. It would be amazing. It would be life-changing for me. It affects me in a negative way. It affects my mental health dealing with YouTube's nonsense. Thank you so much, Mark, for the $30 donation. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Snooks, if it buffers a little, just don't freak out. There could be... it could be buffering just from the bit rate moving. The service I use, they want like $110 a month to have a adaptive bit rate. So if the bit rate drops, it won't cause buffering on your end. I don't make money like that. I can't afford $100 and something fee a month just for live streaming. I already pay $300 a month to live stream. I can't add $100 on top of that. It's too much. It's way too much. All right, we're gonna start moving to this next video here. Alright, so this next set of videos has to do with the border. This very next one is titled, Migrants Are Being Given Cell Phones and Released into the U.S. This is kind of like an overview video. Then after that we have a video titled Migrant Surge, Yuma, Arizona, Border Sector as Title 42 Ends. It's a little bit more of an overview of what's going on in a different area. And then we have a live stream from last night. Oreo Express was at the border. We're going to skim through that because everybody thought this crazy stuff was going to happen when Title 42 ended. It didn't. Nothing crazy happened like everybody thought was going to happen. So we're going to show that. And then First Responder Media was at the border earlier today. He's supposed to be live again. If he's not live when we get to that point, I'll just show the live from earlier so you guys can see like what the border is currently like right now. Because there was so much propaganda being spread that people thought, I don't know, they thought all kinds of stuff. They thought there was going to be riots and a huge influx of people and all this stuff, and that's not what happened. And the National Guard is actually turning people away. That's the other thing, is they're now starting to turn people away. Snooks, I could, but I only got so many of these tank tops. Robert, he's live now. Okay, well, we'll probably, when we get to that point, we'll pick up the new live so everybody can get a current view of what's happening on the border. And we're going to go ahead and get this video started. It's titled, Migrants Are Being Given Cell Phones and Released into the U.S.
It's the dawn of a new era at the southern border with the end of Title 42. Tens of thousands of migrants now getting the green light to cross into the U.S. without restrictions that had been in place for 3 years. Now, communities both near and far from the border are declaring states of emergency. Bill Malusian, live in Brownsville, Texas. How does it look this morning, Bill?
Well, Dana, I can tell you we were out here at midnight as Title 42 finally expired, though we never saw a large rush of migrants. Now it's daylight and we are waiting to see what the day brings. Take a look at this video last night. We were with a group of 4 Republican senators as they received a tour of the area here in Brownsville from the Border Patrol Union. They took us down to the main crossing area where we have seen thousands of people crossing in recent days. That area has now effectively been sealed off by the Texas National Guard with all sorts of razor wire. And we were with all of these senators as Title 42 dropped at midnight. Again, we did not see a huge expected rush. What we did see was all the migrant camps across the river with all the migrants in them, with campfires going and music playing from across the river. Here's what Senator Ted Cruz had to tell me.
There are 22,000 illegal immigrants right on the other side of Matamoros. They have fires going, they've had music going, they're partying because in a couple of hours Title 42 is ending and all 22,000 are going to invade this country. And Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will be the last mile of the human trafficking network and take them to every city in America.
Now, again, that huge predicted rush has not yet materialized, but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen at some point. There are still migrants, thousands of them in Mexico, who have been gathering there. This is what we saw last night. We sent a photographer over to Matamoros. Migrants looked like they wanted to cross, but this is what they saw across the river. Texas National Guard, barbed wire. They're on a megaphone telling them not to cross. We saw one guy get in the water and make an attempt, but it was essentially a standoff all night. You see one guy finally makes it over, but Texas has taken a new posture. They are blocking people, and they are not letting people in, and the migrants were chanting, and again, we just did not see a large rush last night. But there is a possibility it's going to happen. Here's why. Take a look at this last piece of video. Migrant shelters across Mexican border cities are still completely at capacity with migrants who have shown up. There are tens of thousands of migrants in Mexico border cities who are still waiting. They're essentially in a holding pattern right now. Title 42 is gone, and now it appears these migrants are waiting, deciding what they want to do next. So we're just going to be keeping an eye out on that. And back out here live, a major decision taking place last night. Late last night, a federal judge in Florida blocked the Biden administration from being able to do their mass parole releases of migrants. A parole release means they do not get a court date. They are instead asked to turn themselves into ICE within 60 days. The Biden administration had argued in court and said, we need this policy. If we can't have it, we're going to have 45,000 people in custody by the end of the month. Disease could spread because of overcapacity issues, and there would be, quote, catastrophic consequences. Well, the federal judge came back and said, nope, you can't do it. This is largely a problem of your own making. We'll send it back to you.
Bill, can we ask you, yesterday, Secretary Mayorkas said something that he has said repeatedly, but it took on, I think, additional significance as he said it yesterday. Listen here.
I want to be very clear. Our borders are not open. People who cross our border unlawfully and without a legal basis to remain will be promptly processed and removed.
How do the cartels listen to a message like that? Like, how do they react?
Well, look, what they tell the migrants is if you get here, you have a very good chance of being released. And when Secretary Mayorkas says that if you cross illegally, you will be processed and quickly removed, you have to put an asterisk next to that. That is the case for some people, but right now, a majority of people are released into the country. What happens is, because there's so overcapacity and because of diplomatic relations with different countries, once people get here, they're typically released with an NTA, a future court date, and because of how backlogged everything is, that court date can be years down the road, and the cartels are able to advertise off of that. The migrants know that. They told us that in interviews, that if they can just get here, they believe they are going to be released. And if you just walk to downtown Brownsville right now, you'll go to the bus station and you will see Venezuelan men with their NTAs and their DHS packets and their government cell phones all over the place, waiting to get on a bus to go elsewhere around the country. Mass releases are taking place, and it is part of the Biden administration's policy.
You are several hundred miles away from Yuma, Arizona. They did it yesterday for the first time in 2 years in that town. Now, in Brownsville, where you're located, that's where they put the concertina wire up this week. That's where Governor Abbott ordered a lot of other officers to respond along that river. It seemed to have stopped some of that flow. Has it?
Yeah, they've essentially plugged it up. The first few days I was here this week, I mean, you guys saw the drone images we were putting up. It was a free-for-all down here at this spot. Lines of several hundred people just crossing at will with zero resistance whatsoever. Then a couple of days ago, that specialized Texas National Guard response force showed up with riot gear and all sorts of razor wire, and they changed their posture. They are blocking people from entering now. We'd never seen them do that before, and these migrants are coming across expecting to be let in, and instead they're greeted by rows of razor wire and troopers standing there with their arms crossed saying, no, you're not coming in. So now they're likely going to have to try to find another area to cross, and those cartels and smuggling organizations are going to have to take a minute to figure out how to approach this. Are they going to find somewhere else to go? Texas only has a limited amount of resources, but it just goes to show the difference in posture between the state of Texas actively blocking people and the federal government, which sent troops down here essentially to do paperwork.
Wow, very interesting. Bill Maloogian, I'm sure we'll see you more this afternoon.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart.
All right. So that's the first video. It's kind of an overview. We have another one. It's titled Migrants Surge Yuma, Arizona Border Sector as Title 42 Ends. So this is, again, another kind of overview video. We have a few of these we're going to go through. We're like leading up to current border situation, but I'm trying to put everything into context because people think these crazy ideas because of all the propaganda that's been spread this whole week. Even when I watch Oreo Express and First Responder Media and I'm sitting in their chat and I'm seeing the comments, the things people are saying is crazy. Like it's not what's actually happening. And I think a lot of people in the chat over on those channels are anticipating crazy stuff to happen because of the propaganda, but there isn't any evidence that those crazy things that are expected, riots and all that, there's no evidence of that. It's all just propaganda. So that's why I'm putting everything into context, but we're moving to a point where we're going to be showing what's happening live at the border right now. So that's the point of all these videos and the way I have it lined up. Again, this video is titled Migrants Surge Yuma, Arizona Border Sector as Title 42 Ends. And this is pretty much what it was looking like last night. People lined up.
Hey.
Yeah, I appreciate you being here, Larry. Yeah, Dharma Agent, it's crazy. That's why I'm trying to put all this stuff into context, because there's just so much propaganda that's blurring the lines of reality. There is people coming here illegally, way more than should be, because there shouldn't be anyone coming here illegally. But it's not the way people think it's like some World War Z stuff, and that's not what's happening. Through the chat really quick before we move to this next video. What's up, Status Quo? Happy freedom. Cash flow, give it time, it'll get way worse. I think it'll get worse, but I don't think it's going to be what everybody's been saying for the last 3 days. Oh, there's going to be riots. Why? Why would there be riots? I've been trying to think of that for like the last 3 days. I had so many people come in the chat and say, oh, there's going to be riots. Why? Are they going to riot on that side? Out in the desert, in the sand? Where are they going to burn? There's nothing to burn. What are they going to do? They're not going to do anything. There's no reason for them to riot on the Mexico side. So are the illegals here on the U.S. side going to riot? Because that'd be the quickest way to leave the country. That'd be the quickest way to trigger a bunch of Americans from letting loose and taking those people out the way they want to. So that doesn't make a lot of sense. Well, then who's going to riot? Americans? Because we're not going to let people come into the country illegally anymore? I don't know. I kind of feel like that would have already happened if that was going to happen. So what formula makes the riots work? I haven't figured it out. I don't understand. But people think that's what's going to happen because they were told that. Hair juicer. I watched Oreo Express last night. A ton of people were bust through. Schroyer showed the gates were chained and locked up. Yeah, I was watching too. After I got off the live playing the game yesterday, right at the very end, there was a ton of people that showed up and they were like, why aren't you covering the border? You should be covering the border right now, not playing a video game, da-da-da-da-da. Because it's 6 hours of looking at 100, 200, 300, 400 people sitting in sand doing nothing. They're just sitting there you're watching people do nothing. But that's what it's been. It's been that way for years now. They should not be here. They shouldn't be allowed to come in illegally. But you're watching paint dry. And I mean, that's fine if you want to, but I don't want to, and that's why I haven't been showing it. And every time I do show it, no one shows up, and so here I am, looking at people entering the country illegally after 6 hours of watching them sit in the sand. And I got other things to do. I'm too busy for that, but Sly Dog, the cartels are already here. Yeah, and And I seen someone else mention that that's what's pushing most of those people here is the cartels. They control everything over there. What's up, Shirley? I don't know. I feel like if Americans were going to riot over people being here illegally, they would already have done it. I mean, 6 million illegal people have entered the country. You know, at what point do you say it's time to riot? But that's why I'm trying to put it in context. It's because, like, I think people are eager for something to happen that's not happening. They're coming here. They're here illegally. And that's bad enough. But expecting, like, huge riots and crazy chaos and, like, some action movie thriller stuff to happen, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't know. I think people are bored, and they're just wishing for things to happen that I just don't think is going to happen. What's up, Mia? Yes, it's boring to watch. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad that we have the coverage. I'm glad that we have Oreo and First Responder Media showing what's actually happening versus having to get this information from Fox or something where it's probably manipulated. It's just boring. It's just boring, and I don't want to watch it. And every time I show it, no one wants to watch it. So I don't know. I don't have a whole lot to work with when we get to that point. I appreciate the guys that are showing it, Oreo Express and First Responder Media, for getting it out, but I don't want to sit there for 6 hours and watch people sit in the sand. So I don't want anybody going and, you know, telling those guys I'm hating on them, because I'm not, and I'm sure they know. They shouted us out yesterday, from what I understand. I don't know. I check on it. Hey, what's going on over there? Oh, okay, that's good. Thanks for showing it. On to the other stuff I got. So this is Oreo Express from last night. Him and First Responder Media were out there covering the border.
Welcome back.
Yesterday. We're going to skim through this. So as you can kind of see here, barbed wire. They're on the Mexico side. Border agents are there. That's who the vehicle is. One or the other. I don't think it's National Guard, but it's one of the agencies that are out there. As you can kind of see through the dust, there's a bunch of individuals that are not supposed to be here and haven't entered the country yet at this time. They're all sitting around. And they're pretty much parked. They're just kind of scanning the area, showing stuff happening. That's National Guard right there. Okay, so right before this happened. So as you can see right here, people are starting to become active. The large group of individuals right in the center of the screen there. They were all sitting in rows. And then these trucks showed up, started informing people. In the background, you can see flashlights. There's buses starting to pull up. So all the individuals that aren't supposed to be here, they're standing up and becoming active because of the buses. And I guess there was media on the scene, which is probably recording some of that footage we just watched from Fox and whoever else we were just covering. But they left. And then when they left, these buses started showing up. And so that's what we're seeing here. Everybody's getting in line. That's what Oreo's covering right now, is that in the background. The light looks like a UFO. That's a bus. And everybody's getting on the bus. They're all coming into the country after the media had left.
This is the dark. Trying to get this.
So a bus just took a group of individuals. Now a second bus is showing up. And you can see all the people that are there. This live was 4 hours long, and there's only just these few moments here where you're actually seeing action. The rest of the time, you're just looking at everybody sit in the dirt. But I was monitoring this after playing the game yesterday to keep track of what's happening, and I was also seeing, like, is this something I should be showing? Is there enough going on? But this moment here was very brief. It's a lot of people, though. A lot of people coming into the country. And this is after Title 42 expired. Like, this is right when it happened. I was monitoring the time. It was already 1 o'clock in the morning here in Michigan, Eastern Time. But in El Paso, it was like 11:45 or something like that. All these individuals started getting on the bus and all that. But it lasted well beyond midnight and Title 42 expiring.
That's the directions they're getting now. Into the border, all those people from Title 42.
So all these people in line just right here, just to the side of me. That's all that's left. Everybody else has already got on the buses and all of that. and then for an hour, this is pretty much what you were looking at. So that was last night of the border. I do have a live from First Responder Media. Ooh, what did that button do? But I guess it's not live anymore. He's live again. Oh, actually, here's Orient Express. Oh, no, they're on the road. Hold on a second. Yeah, we're not going to grab that live because they're on the road. They haven't made it back. So we're going to play the live I grabbed earlier. They're probably heading back to the border, but they're not there yet. By the time they get there, this live will probably be over. So because of scheduling issues, we'll show the live from earlier. This live is First Responder Media right here. This is from earlier today. This was live maybe an hour in or so when I made the schedule for today's Coffee with Hooligans. So this was live when I started Coffee with Hooligans a couple hours ago. So this is a more recent view of what's happening at the border. This live was 3 hours long, and this is the very beginning of the live. This is 30 minutes in. And you can see they're just letting them in. They do mention, First Responder Media did mention to the left of the screen here, which doesn't look right with the way I'm pointing, the left of the screen, they blocked off the path. So National Guard or whatever agencies are on top of things right, you know, at this time, they're not allowing people to come into this area anymore. I don't know how long they'll stand on that, but they are trying to kind of block things off.
Guys, in the next hour, this will be clear in the next hour.
This is an hour into the live.
Wow. Thank you so much, Jacqueline Walker.
You can see people getting processed and stuff. I bet it's hot out there right now. If it's hot here, I know it's hot there. This is an hour and a half into the live. You can see the bus in the background. People lined up, waiting to get processed. You see those dumpsters on the left? Over on the left side of the screen, those are dumpsters full of clothes and trash and stuff. And I don't think it's supplies. I don't think it's resources for individuals. I think it's trash.
As well, just to get the media talking about
Salty Ragu, say hi to your new neighbors. Yeah.
Policy, it's going to be dead on arrival once it hits the Senate floor.
Shirley, did you see National Guard patting those people down at the fence? I mean, I didn't notice it. I don't know exactly what their practice is.
Then the Senate has to approve it.
I mean, from what I could tell, they just get them on the bus and then ship them somewhere random in the country.
And even, I'm pretty sure, even if it will pass Senate, once it gets to Biden's hands, he will veto it.
Yeah, I appreciate you, status quo.
And I'm pretty sure it wouldn't even pass Senate.
Just reading through the chat really quick while we got this playing.
So it was just a way to...
All of you guys saying that you watch Orient Express or you watch First Responder Media, I know.
Just turn on the TV.
I know. I see you guys in the chat. I try not to talk in the chat because a lot of people will like flock to me and it looks like self-promotion, and I don't want Oreo or First Responder Media thinking I'm showing up to do self-promotion or anything like that, take away from what they're doing. So a lot of times I'll go check it out, but I won't say anything in the chat because I don't want to cause a bunch of ruckus and all that. Let's see. So it looks like he's going to show some more of the border here.
December, guys.
Looks like razor wire.
Sorry, I got some boots.
Some people down in the ditch there, probably trying to make their way in. I don't know if they're going to be turned away or not. I kind of doubt they'll be turned away, but they're being deterred from coming in.
Interview people because
So this is 2 hours into this 3-hour live, and as you can see, not much has changed. You are, consuming the information while watching this live, but this is kind of why I don't sit here and cover the live. We'd be sitting here for hours just looking at this.
This is
That's why I don't cover it.
An invitation. They were invited.
So this is 2 hours and 30 minutes in. Looks like they've processed quite a few of the individuals, probably about half, if not more than half, of the individuals that were standing there in line when we started this live feed here. So as you can see, they pretty much processed everyone. I assume they all got on the bus in the background to be shipped somewhere inside the country. This is right before First Responder Media took off to go grab Oreo Express. I don't know if Oreo Express was sleeping in today or what. They were up pretty late last night covering the border. But that is how that live ended. As I said before, that live ended just briefly, like briefly ago. Let me see. It might actually say, like, I bet it's less than an hour. Huh. 4 hours. So yeah, about an hour ago. So it ended about an hour ago. So that footage that we just covered is recent. It is recent. Ooh. Try to bring my beats back. They're so quiet. There we go. So that's what I have for the border. I'm going to be keeping an eye on it later today to see if, you know, we do get that influx. I think it was Venezuela was saying, like, their government was saying that 80,000 migrants were coming this way. And I think that's part of what people are expecting. You know, crazy stuff at the border is because of that. It's hard to tell heads or tails of that. So I am keeping my eye out for that. I'm also keeping my eye out for protesters in New York City because Daniel Penny turned himself in. He's getting the second degree manslaughter charges when the protesters want him to get murder charges, even though it's kind of ridiculous. But they may be out in the street. I'll be keeping an eye out for that as well. One for the team. I found you through First Responder Media. That's awesome. Yeah, when we were doing the convoy, they were a part of the Freedom Convoy, and then so I was constantly shouting them out. Well, we were all like kind of shouting each other out and stuff. It's good stuff. Just reading through the chat really quick. We have one more video. It's not related to the border. That's all I have for the border. For now. For now. Miss Jamie, I watch Anthony or Oreo to check out the border stuff. Yeah. What's his name? Anthony Blue? Or am I mixing? I think I'm mixing two different people together. I only have them on Facebook, and my Facebook is all messed up, so I haven't caught any of those lives. They've been covering the border for like years at this point. Daryl, First Responder Media is live now. When I just seen it, they were driving down the road. They weren't at the border yet. It looks like Oreo's in El Paso. Oh, they're both in El Paso. I mean, we could probably put this up. So this is live right now. This is Oreo Express. There's First Responder Media right there in front of him.
Tuning in to Oreo Express, guys. We are in Juarez, Mexico right here. Checking out their
okay, so they're in Mexico
people that are trying
right now.
The United States. As we report,
I don't really know what they're showing. I thought they were in El Paso and they were showing tent stuff.
States, this is affecting every country these folks come through.
You guys couldn't even hear me. They must be trying to get more footage because the border is kind of boring right now. So it looks like they're walking around Mexico. Miss Jamie got into it with the woke guard last night. Guard about hit him with the vehicle. Yeah, they don't want people recording down there because it makes it hard to lie when you have people down there showing what's actually happening. Christine, they're brave to be in Juarez. Maybe they're armed. I don't know what they have to go through to go into Mexico. I imagine not too much. You don't have to go through much to come here. James, I don't know anything about stuff going on overseas. Reading through the chat before we go to this last video here. Joe, I think everybody should be scared in New York. New York is almost lawless. I wouldn't be going anywhere in New York without being properly armed. I don't even go to Walmart here and buy groceries without being armed, so there's no way I'd be doing anything in New York without being armed. Beansy, don't drop links in the chat. You gotta send links through Gilded or email. Gary, yeah, it is, but they're not being called out. YouTube and Facebook and all that, they all interfered, but nobody's gonna do anything about it. It is the way it is. We're gonna go ahead and show this next video. It's titled Elon Musk names former NBC Universal ad chief Linda somebody as the new Twitter CEO. There's a lot of people saying they're about to leave Twitter and stuff because of this. We'll see. Elon Musk says that he cares about free speech and he seems pretty adamant about it. So, I mean, for him to put a softie in charge of Twitter seems counterproductive towards that goal of staying true to free speech, which is why he's trying to develop Truth GPT, which is going to be a honest AI, not biased like Chat GPT that's out right now. But for him to put a softie as a CEO seems a little weird, but he's a smart guy, so I just assume that he knows what he's doing. We'll see.
Twitter's new CEO, and Julia Borsten's got some confirmation on it. Julia?
Yep, that's right. Elon Musk making it official. He's tweeting out, quote, "I'm excited to welcome Linda Yaccarino as the new CEO of Twitter, saying that she will focus primarily on business operations while I focus on product design and new technology." Musk going on to write, "Looking forward to working with Linda to transform this platform into X, the Everything app." Of course, this comes after earlier this morning, NBC Universal announced that Linda Yaccarino, who has been at the company for 12 years, its ads chief, will be stepping down. And just yesterday, Musk announced that he had found a CEO for Twitter, and she would be starting in about 6 weeks. So now we have it officially. It'll be interesting to see how this all plays out in terms of her building up Twitter's ad business after so many advertisers have paused in the wake of Elon Musk taking over.
Julia, thank you. Julia Borsten. Clearly, she'll be missed at NBC, but she's a force in the advertising market and in the advertising community. Got a hint? Remember when we covered the possible conference a few weeks ago in Miami when she was on stage with Musk, and he made it clear that he was there to help court advertisers and talk about the strategy there with some of his new content moderation policies. And they had that conversation. They were on stage. Yep. Remember, people were speculating then. But clearly, advertising is front and center here, and nobody better.
What do you think, Julia, it does to the emphasis on Twitter Blue, or the $8 a month that you would pay for certain privileges on Twitter?
Well, it's so interesting because here I think is a major acknowledgement from Musk that advertising really matters. You know, up until now, Twitter's been entirely an ad-supported platform. He's been working to build up these other revenue streams, the subscription business. You know, she has an understanding of how to get consumers to interact with ads, and I think that he's going to be deploying her to build up and sort of make that ad business strong, while probably in partnership with her, they figure out how to manage the subscription business as well. But I think it is a major acknowledgement that this is an ad-supported platform now and probably will be for quite some time.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. YouTube got a new CEO and we didn't see anything change around YouTube, so maybe it won't affect us the way that we think it's going to. Only time will tell. Salter Egu Chirac. Should be nice this time of year. You gotta ask Serum. Serum lives out there in the battleground. Daryl deploying her. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about this new CEO for Twitter, but a lot of people seem to not like her. Everybody just says that she's a softie. Some woke person. Elon did a poll on Twitter asking if he should step down, and because of all the trolls and stuff on Twitter, they voted yes, he should step down as CEO. And so he's been talking about finding the right person for the job, and then he decided on this person. Yeah, Gary, this person's also a part of the World Economic Forum, which is a bunch of crazy people. Jeremiah, Musk went to Canada from US for a reason. Elon's in Canada? I thought he was in Texas or something like that. Sulfur, I don't know who she is. Yeah, I don't either. There's a lot of people that don't like her though. I don't know how to say her name. Her last name, Linda Yachinero? I don't know. Terrible with names. That's why I always say Linda somebody, because I can't pronounce people's last names. It is what it is. Snook, she's a radical leftist. Yeah. Serum, it's warm now, so shootings will skyrocket. Yeah, it's murder season. I'm trying to think. They were saying that we covered a video where in Chicago there's a hotel that is putting up people who aren't supposed to be here, and they were trying to block reporters from investigating what's going on at the hotel. And during that interview, they were talking about how will this affect murder season in Chicago. A lot of people in the chat were talking about it at the time. They were like, geez, there's a murder season? Like, yeah, Chicago goes ham. Hair juicer, I don't know. As far as I know, they are the new CEO is a part of the WEF. But I don't know a whole lot about them. I just know that there's a lot of people up in arms. They're all upset about it. There's people saying they're going to leave Twitter and stuff again. I survived Twitter when the government was overreaching. And I like Twitter the way it is now. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's better than Facebook. So, I don't know. I'm just going to wait and see what happens. I try not to get all upset over every little thing. You know, most of what comes through the internet is like 80% nonsense and propaganda, 20% truth. Elon did say this is the new CEO. Obviously, if the news is covering it, this is some agenda that's being carried out, but we'll see. Wait and see. I'm not going to go and close down my Twitter because of this. They got to take me out. I'm not going to just willingly walk away. So, 'tis what 'tis. Jeremiah, why do you think Musk chose them? I don't know. He keeps saying how he believes in free speech, though. So to put a radical in charge and act like you're going to preserve free speech sounds like an oxymoron, but we'll see. He's not an idiot, so. Lenny, yeah, we're okay. We got lots of fans and stuff like that. We're going to be all right. It's just hot. It's real hot. And I live upstairs, like in an upstairs apartment, so all the heat from downstairs is... I got heated floors right now. Hair juicer, there was a suburb in Chicago. City council was saying that they're going to house migrants in a retired high school. Residents were upset. Yeah, I think that they're going to ship a lot of those migrants that we just seen cross the border up to Chicago and stuff. I'm waiting to see some of that here in Michigan, but I haven't really seen any of it yet. And it's probably just because where I live. I mean, I live near a lot of farmland. There's a lot of work here and stuff like that, but it's not, there's no big cities near me. I don't like being near big cities. Sarah, my friend, is homeless and lives in downtown Chicago. That's hardcore. They must be brave. They must be brave. That's what kills me is we got Americans that are homeless and need food. They need resources. They can't get resources. They're on drugs. They need rehab. We can't fix that problem, but we're going to bring in 6 million people who aren't supposed to be here and give them all free stuff, even though they're entering the country wearing Versace and Jordans. I don't know. Is our government complying with the cartel? Is that what's actually happening? It's hard to say. Well, hooligans, that's all I have for today. That was all I have on the schedule. I'm going to be keeping my eye out for protests happening later. See if that's going on because of Daniel Penny turning himself in and getting these second-degree manslaughter charges. But the protesters want murder charges. They may be out in the streets. I don't know. We'll see. I'll also keep an eye on the border to see if we do see the 80,000 migrants coming this way, or if, you know, some rioting breaks out or any of that other stuff that people keep expecting. I'll keep my eyes out for that. We'll be live most likely 10 p.m. Eastern Time playing the game and hanging out and having fun, maybe drinking some beer. We'll see how it goes. But I'll see you guys later, one way or another. I appreciate all of you for being here. We're going to do the spiel deal. And then we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we're going to wrap things up. What is this? Cookies banner, I guess. Alright, hooligans, when you get a second, please go to the LinkTree. You should be able to find the link in the description. Maybe Snooks will post the link in the chat for you guys. I should have did it, but I forgot. On the LinkTree, you can find all of my links listed, so go find Gilded. Join Gilded. It's free, and it's currently the best way to receive notifications for when and where we go live. Every time we go live, there's a news board on Gilded to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. And on top of things that I'm already showing you, a lot of stuff that doesn't make it to the Coffee with Hooligans ends up on that news board. So definitely go check that out. There's a ton of hooligans in there to hang out with every day, all day. So definitely go join Gilded. Also on the LinkTree, you can find links to the merch store if you'd like to grab some merch. We got shirts, hoodies, stickers, and coffee mugs. Everything is displayed in black and white or white and black, but if you find something you like, just click on that item to see all the different colors that that item comes in. Once again, if you want tank tops, go and get them sooner than later, because once the vendor runs out of tank tops, they do not restock till like October. And everybody waits too long, and then they go to get a tank top and they're like, hey man, you're sold out. Well, that's what happens. They run out of supplies. I'm not trying to... it's not a scam. This is not a marketing ploy. I'm trying to help you guys out. Get tank tops while they're available. Go find that stuff on the LinkTree at the merch store. Also on the LinkTree, you can find links to PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Stripe, Zelle, Buy Me a Coffee, and Locals if you would like to support what I do. There's also a link to the Amazon wish list if you would like to send me stuff. It's really easy to use. Anything you purchase directly from the wish list will be sent straight to me without having to send emails, find addresses, or anything like that. It's really simple. And then finally, we got links to the membership programs. We have memberships for YouTube, Gilded, Discord, Odyssey, Rumble, and Twitch. And then we also have a membership program for jeffmaclive.com that will give you access to your own profile, to our private social media area. You'll have access to our live streaming area with the built-in chat, and you'll also have access to our messaging system that has the ability to text other hooligans, call other hooligans, video call other hooligans, group texting, group calling, group video calling, and the ability to upload any kind of media that has ever existed. So if you got some government documents, or you got some photos of your cat, or whatever it is you want to share, you have the ability to upload all that. We're going to try and do a voice chat. I'm going to try and do it today. I don't know what time it's going to be, so make sure you're a part of Gilded or Discord or Telegram or jeffmaclive.com. That way you'll get notified when we do the voice chat. The voice chat will be taking place over on jeffmaclive.com, where you'll have to have a membership in order to participate in the back and forth of the voice chat. It's always a good time. We always have a lot of fun doing that, so definitely be connected to me to know when that is happening. If you cannot afford to get a membership for jeffmaclive.com, or you just want to experience what's going on over there before you make a decision to purchase a membership, at the very top of the link tree you can see right there you can claim a free week membership that will give you access to everything on the website for a week for free. No credit card, no strings attached. You will not be charged at the end of the week, so definitely go claim that free membership now. All right, hooligans, it is time for the Pledge of Allegiance. All right, hooligans, please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. There we go. Did the thing. I'll read through the chat really quick and then we're going to wrap this up. I will be seeing you guys later. I'm going to keep an eye out for protests happening. Probably won't be till like 7 o'clock or something like that. I'm going to be keeping an eye on the border. If anything crazy happens, we'll just randomly go live. I'm going to figure out when we do the voice chat. I will let everybody know who's a part of the community, so make sure you join one of the communities, whichever you prefer, Discord, Gilded, Telegram, jeffmaclive.com, any of that stuff. That way you'll be in the know, and I will most likely see you guys at 10 p.m. Eastern Time for playing the game. I'm not sure what's winning the poll right now, but I think WMM and maybe even Carmelo will be available to play Warzone, so we'll actually have a team to play with. I'll keep you guys up to date on that as well. What's up, Crystal Hart? What's up, Ohio Kyle? Everybody's showing up right at the end. Darn it. What's up, Dana? I appreciate you, Dana. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Mother's Day is coming up. I think it's Sunday. Maybe I'll put out a special video to all the moms out there, all the hooligan moms. All right. I appreciate all of you hooligans. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you later today, one way or another. Big shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership program, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you, and I would not be able to do this without you. So thank you so much for all your support. I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.